Hey, this is Matt once again. What about the other videos? Another paid request this time for Shawn. Thank you so much for that, man. I really do appreciate it. These Royal Rumble stuff have been pretty fun so far, I will say. They've been a lot of fun. And this time he wanted me to react to the 2008 Royal Rumble. So I'm trying to get set up here. Now, I will admit this is a time period that I'm not as familiar with because I would say honestly, after Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock were gone from WWF, because The Rock was going to make movies like The Scorpion King, Stone Cold Steve Austin ultimately had to retire because the injury from his neck from years before was just a bit too much for him, which is understandable. I just kind of... And then when I saw, like, there's some good people, Edge, Brock Lesnar, but John Cena was really getting to the highlight, and when I saw that John Cena was the face and John Cena was the guy they're going with, I'm like, this isn't for me. I do not like John Cena. I know this is the one where he wins. I've never been a fan of the guy. I never understood the hype. I never understood the hoopla. I know a lot of people from Ric Flair, the Jim Cornette, everybody praises John Cena. I really don't get it. I never bought into his promos. I never bought into his wrestling. There are times I've seen him try to wrestle and he's like doing a stunner, like a Stone Cold stunner, and he's like bumping on his own ass and almost kills himself doing it. Whether it be the wannabe Vanilla Ice or the wannabe superhero Hulk Hogan, I've never been a John Cena fan. I think at the end it's like Triple H and John Cena. I'm like two guys I do not like at all. Not a Triple H fan, I'm not a John Cena fan, so I was kind of long gone, and really I haven't been. Once in a while I see what the news is. I follow Jim Cornette's podcast and his YouTube channel. I know it's ironic I'm doing this, and there's word that WWF has been sold and to be merged with the UFC. That will be interesting as to where that's going to lead up to. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm doing this once that's come about. So you can find this on YouTube. It's on the WWE platform as of right now on YouTube, on their YouTube channel, Royal Rumble 2008. And I'm just wanting to get this ready to make sure I'm in the right bit. Alright. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Yes. Let's get ready to rumble. God, what was his name? The Michael Buffer. That's who it is, Michael Buffer. Now you got Michael Cole, one other commentators. Never been a fan of Michael Cole as a commentator. Now, of course, we got The Undertaker coming in as number 1. Great number 1 to have. Now, throughout the Royal Rumble, Ric Flair defeated MVP. JBL defeated Chris Jericho. Edge defeated Rey Mysterio. Randy Orton defeated Jeff Hardy. And then John Cena wins here. So I think the other guy is Coachman. I think it's Jonathan Coachman. And there's Jim Ross. Now, to go into what the WrestleMania will look like after this. WrestleMania 24 This is the card of WrestleMania 24. JBL defeated Finlay. A Money in the Bank ladder match where CM Punk won. Batista defeated Umaga. Kane defeated Chavo Guerrero for the ECW Championship. Shawn Michaels defeated Ric Flair for their career. Beth Phoenix and Melina defeated Maria and Ashley. Playboy Lumberjack match. Randy Orton defeated Triple H and Cena. Floyd Mayweather defeated Big Show. And The Undertaker defeated Edge. Shawn Michaels, number 2. It's kind of weird that Royal Rumble, like John Cena wins at the end, but he doesn't get the final match. It's Undertaker and Edge got the final match. Now, of course, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels will have quite a few, at least 2 WrestleMania matches. And Shawn Michaels, of course, he won the Royal Rumble in 1995, came in at number 1. So again, in this year, he would go on to face Ric Flair. I know at this time he was getting the name of Mr. WrestleMania by having these pretty damn good WrestleMania matches. They give credit where credit's due. This is kind of him coming back and saying he's religious and turn a new leaf. Granted, I've heard from people that he was the same same Shawn Michaels. He just hit it better to the public. But definitely good in the ring. That's the sad thing about Bret the Hitman Hart, is that he should have been here at this time and not have the stroke and all this stuff, and what we could have seen from him. But I mean, they have Undertaker and Shawn, number 1, number 2. Sorry. Definitely gives you a nice beginning to it all. Sorry for the... Sorry about that, damn. Now, that's a move he would do a lot in Kit and his nuts on the rope. That's definitely something you see from time to time. But Undertaker, got too high, and now he's injured. Ooh, boot to the face. Of course, now we have the joke. We have the comedy bit where he's not going to be in it for long. That's pretty much Santino's job, is people to laugh at and not be in it for long. Sweet chin music to the face. Lawler called him spaghetti breath. And that's pretty much Santino Marella. I know him and Jim Cornette do not like each other at all. I don't know. I guess I'm more of a Jim Cornette guy. But Santino Marella is just... in the way he's looked at in the WWF is as a joke. There for comedy bits like that, or have his Cobra sock. That's like Mick Foley's Socko. Then at one point he'd come into a women's battle royal dressed up as a woman, something like that. I don't know if anyone's really going to remember Santino Marella for anything true show or relevant. I know a lot of people find him funny, I just don't. Because Shawn Undertaker getting their moments to shine, getting their moves in. Oh, God. Great Khali, one of the worst wrestlers ever. He's a big guy, I'll say that. That's why they keep using him. He's a big, gigantic guy, but he's just awful in the ring. He can't move. He can't wrestle. He can't sell. He can't sell for shit. He's just terrible. He could just do that. That's it. He's just slow, boring. He can't talk. He can't wrestle. He can't move. He can barely walk. I hate what they do with the camera, and they started doing that where it'd be like, when he gets hit, boom, boom, boom. Like, you don't need to do that when it gets in these corner shots. They're trying to give a bit of turmoil to the Undertaker with this guy who's much bigger and taller than him, who does chokes just like him. But I mean, it reminds me of the days when Undertaker had to deal with people like Giant Gonzalez. But even Giant Gonzalez, they realized that was a wrong thing. But here it's like they didn't realize. There you go. And people cheer like, good. Get this fucking guy out of here. But at least with Giant Gonzalez, they realized it was a terrible idea, and he didn't last long. But Great Khali's been around for, feels like forever. And at one point, he was a fucking champion. Now we got Bob Holly, at this time, Hardcore Holly. Tougher than a $2 steak. I like Jim Ross on commentary. Really the only one on commentary I like, because I'm not big on Jerry Lawler's commentary. Definitely not Michael Cole. I remember back in the early 90s, he was Spark Plug Holly. A NASCAR driver turned into a wrestler. He was Sparky Plug. But yeah, at this point he was Hardcore Holly. I didn't follow much of Hardcore Holly's career, so they didn't much info into this. The crowd doing the Ric Flair woo. You really did get the crowd so close to the contestants. I kind of like this. It's not this long ass ramp that takes 5 minutes to get up. It's revealed to the camera. The crowd can see it. Almost touch the wrestler. John Morrison, the high flyer. I mean, that's pretty cool. You got John Morrison with Shawn Michaels, two guys who could sell, bump, high flyers. You think you would give John Morrison a bit more to do, a bit more. Maybe they will. Let's see, what's he going to do? Elbow. But I think you would give John Morrison a bit of an offense to really get the crowd going. And that was a bad moment to do that kick because no one was watching it. Instead, they were watching who's going to come out. So, Tommy Dreamer, a mainstay of ECW. Well, at this point, there was an ECW brand of WWF. And wasn't it on Sci-Fi Channel ECW or something? Like, look, they gave Tommy Dreamer more offense than fucking Morrison. Undertaker's gonna stop him. Crowd are getting to Tommy Dreamer. Because they appreciate it. Where was this? New York. Madison Square Garden. So they definitely. And of course the crowd's yelling, Tommy Dreamer, Tommy. It's like give him a bit of offense then. Like, hey, get some offense on me. Let's get the crowd going. Let's get them buck wild. Let's get them excited. But no, they a lot of times they stifle that. Like you want the crowd excited and hey, do some moves on me, get some offense on me. Batista, Dave Batista, the animal himself. The spine buster, clothesline, another clothesline. Ooh, shit. Uh, People are getting crazy about this. Just Tommy Dreamer out. So now that people don't boo Batista, Bootista. I think I have a Batista documentary. I do want to watch it again. I'm trying to think if they've done a newer Batista documentary. Do a spear. So they're definitely giving Batista some moments, and he was a guy, one of the not just big, but bigger stars at this time. Like I said, I didn't follow this as much as others, but I do remember, like retrospectively, like later on, seeing some matches like Batista. I mean, Batista's not the smoothest worker, but I like Batista. I like him in movies as well. He was the only good thing in Army of the Dead. He was great in Final Score. He was great in Blade Runner 2049. Oh God, Hornswoggle. I didn't done there as a joke, as comedy, with the whole leprechaun thing. He worked with Finley. I think I do remember this. He hides under the ring, right? Yeah, he hides under the ring. And he's not there. He's like under the ring for like the longest time. Oh, there's the spear. Was Batista not in WrestleMania? I'm trying to think. If not, that's pretty crazy. He's not in WrestleMania. Dude, he's a pretty big star. But he's not in WrestleMania. Ooh. John Morrison just doing the shit to hell of him. No, yeah, not a lot. No, I don't know what happened with Batista, why he wasn't at WrestleMania. Unless something else happened I don't know about. Chuck Palumbo. I think Chuck Palumbo was one of the guys who was Later on, they had that Billy and Chuck tag team with Billy Gunn, where there were two guys who they fell in love with each other and they wanted to become life partners. And they were trying to be very controversial because, oh my god, two guys are life partners. Ooh. But then at the end, with this wedding ceremony, they said, oh, it was all a scheme, it was all a lie. We aren't really like that. Ha ha ha, like all that stuff. So, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see. At No Way Out, he was part of the SmackDown Elimination Chamber. Oh, yeah, he defeated Umaga, duh. I said that. I'm stupid. I just said that before. Yeah, Batista was a Umaga. God. Shows where my mind's at. Because they give damn Chuck Palumbo and Jamie Noble. But obviously they have a history, as they mention on commentary. The crowd are getting the Jamie Noble. They're saying his name. Jamie Noble. Ooh. Damn. I don't know if you need this many people on commentary though. So you got Jim Ross, you got Jerry Lawler, you got Coachman, you got Michael Cole, you got Taz. Jesus, you got like 5 people on commentary. Yeah, I don't know if you need that many. Oh, the crowd popped. CM Punk. Which is funny because you see the way, he's going after Undertaker. Of course, later on they'd have a match. Shawn Michaels is out of it. But yeah, young CM Punk, man. This is when he was with the ECW brand. At the end of WrestleMania, he would win the Money in the Bank match. Just interesting to see CM Punk before he really made it big in WWF. And just the crowd going, they get rid of Chuck Palumbo, get the crowd cheering. And there's CM Punk and Shawn Michaels. See, I think it's a mistake to do like these big spots when the countdown, because everyone's looking at the countdown, they're not looking at the ring. So it's, oh wow, Cody Rhodes. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, go figure on that. That's crazy. You look at like Cody Rhodes was in AEW, and then did he leave by the time CM Punk came in or not? I can't remember, but of course Cody Rhodes was just at WrestleMania, and I looked at the results. He lost to Roman Reigns, which I'm like, okay. I think a lot of people wanted him to win because there was a story they were telling, but like, nope, psych, swerve. But of course, Cody Rhodes, the son of Dusty Rhodes, Then they would make him what, Stardust, like Dustin Rhodes Gold Dust. He would go to WW. He would go to AEW eventually, and then eventually left and went back to WWF. I mean, yeah, got the big match at WrestleMania and lost. There's Batista lifting Shawn Michaels up. But look, I mean, there's a lot of people like Cody Rhodes, Undertaker, CM Punk, Batista. I know CM Punk and Batista, they're friends. Umaga, who I think has passed away. The bit I remember with him is I think he faced up Bobby Lashley. I think it was the bit where Donald Trump and Vince McMahon were involved, and Steve Austin, they shaved Vince McMahon's hair because Bobby Lashley won. Also, I think Umaga is the same guy that Steve-O tells the story where he's supposed to do this stuff to Steve-O, and Steve-O didn't know exactly how it worked. So Steve-O's not selling. Just a jackass, you laugh when he get hurt. So Umaga got pissed that Steve-O wasn't selling like he was supposed to and really beat the shit out of him, and Steve-O was knocked out, pretty much. But yeah, I think Umaga did pass away. Shawn Michaels, close calls. Yeah, part of the Samoan family. Snitsky. I'm laughing because I always think of it wasn't my fault. That was the bit with he was with it was with Kane and Lita. Something about like Lita was pregnant with Kane's baby and Snitsky did something so that Lita wasn't pregnant anymore and had a miscarriage. I believe. And then there's a bit with Lita where he has like a fake baby and he punts it. Punts, punts the fake baby. It wasn't my fault. I think that's Snitsky. I remember that. Seeing highlights of it throughout the years, people talking about, mentioning it. I mean, I don't know if I'd say there's a lot of highlight. I mean, I guess again, Santino Marella getting sweet chin music. John Morrison getting these almost taken out. This constant kind of saved by the ropes. There's the Miz. Which is funny because CM Punk and the Miz would have definite hatred towards each other later. What was it that the Miz talked shit about CM Punk and CM Punk said, "Take your blood money, you fucking dork," or something? Your Saudi Arabia blood money. There's also, what was the bit I heard that when CM Punk was with MJF, he said MJF was a less famous Miz. Like I said, I keep up a little bit because I listened to Jim Cornette, and I thought that was a pretty funny line. Because the Miz, I don't know, never did anything. I mean, the Miz was a champion and face off against The Rock. But to be honest, The Rock and Cena were in the middle of it, and the Miz he was a champion, but he was the third wheel. Undertaker just beating the shit out of Umaga. Shelton Benjamin is a very talented athlete. Very talented. Very talented. Like, he's a very good athlete, and then boom. Just hit down in like 18 seconds. And this is a shame. Like, Shelton Benjamin is such a talented athlete. This is a guy that could do a lot of stuff for you, and they just kicked him out in 18 fucking seconds. They've always done that with Shelton Benjamin. I don't fucking know why. Whether it be as part of Kurt Angle's team or anything of the sort. Talented guy, and they do absolutely nothing with. Never understood that. Never understood that. Someone's going to say because he's black. Well, oh, thank God we got the murderer, Jimmy Snuka. Thank God we got the murderer, Jimmy Snuka. Yay, here comes the killer. He only murdered a couple people, and he lasts longer than fucking Shelton Benjamin. Jimmy Snuka, he's out of shape, he's haggard, he's a fucking murderer, he murdered his girlfriend. He got away with it for years, then finally was able to almost get punished. Fucking, he was unfit to stand trial, then he passes away. So he never got to really pay for his crimes. From time to time, they would have him do stuff like this. Definitely not the first Royal Rumble that they had him in. He was in the '92 Royal Rumble. People are selling for Snuka. You know. But yeah, who gives a shit about Jimmy Snuka, man? Who gives a fuck? I don't. Now, Roddy Piper, I mean, it's sad that he was fairly out of shape at this point. Because he takes off his shirt. I'm like, Roddy, don't take off your shirt, man. He just was not in the best shape. He had a big gut. He had a bit, which, hey, I mean, it's hard to keep your physique. Don't get me wrong, but the crowd was really into it. But it's like, don't take your shirt off, man. Don't take your shirt off. Don't do it. And with Jimmy Snuka, really? Everybody just staring. Everyone's just staring and watching. And I just wish like Roddy Piper had more to do. I think he's in this for like only a minute. It's just to do a spot with Jimmy Snuka. And I just, if he had the ability to get a little bit more in shape and some other stuff happen, I don't know. I like it. I really am a big fan of Roddy Piper. I miss the guy. I just wish he could have been used. It's nice to see him in there. This is for Kane to be more villainous, take out the two people that Kane likes, get his booze. People hate Kane, more of a villain. Definitely got some hype from that. Good selling by Miz. Now get on Umaga. But I mean, this is a pretty packed Royal Rumble, I gotta admit. A lot of people in the ring here. Boom. Cody Rhodes knocking down John Morrison. Yeah. Undertaker versus Kane. Turn around, motherfucker. It's like turn. Shawn Michaels. Oh my god, Carlito. I forgot about Carlito. I completely forgot about Carlito. He's trying to hit everybody. I think the other point they're going to try to calm his ass down. It's like, yeah, it's time for you to calm the fuck down. Oh shit. Decent flip. Ooh. Backstabber. That's a cool move. Ooh, Cody Rhodes. Yeah, Bulldog, that's what it's called. But yeah, a lot of times when people come like, what has Batista done since he got in? Not a whole lot. And that's it, I think Batista, like, he didn't really get any other big moments. He got tired very quickly. Wow, Mick Foley. There's Mick Foley. Always nice to have Mick Foley in there. Definitely a legend, Mick Foley. And the crowd loves him. Just feed him more, feed him more. Feed him everybody. Oh, the double-handed DDT, the Kane. Very nice. Very nice. A lot of people involved. I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to do something real quick, but I am paused at 33 minutes and 58 seconds. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. As Mick Foley just beating the hell out of the Miz. Beat the shit out of him. Ooh, then Morrison gets a kick on Foley. Yeah, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels just seem dead. Batista really hasn't, done a whole lot since he got in. Like I see, like sometimes CM Punk gets a nice move in there, Morrison gets a nice move in there, Cody Rhodes, but Batista just, other than selling, like other than a little bit when he got in, Mr. Kennedy. Where I think he would say like John Cena helped end his WWF career. Ooh. I just kind of the thing is that, hey, a new guy comes in, get him some moves, get him some, let him get some stuff. Undertaker pissed. Choke slam onto them. Oh shit. Damn. Just all fucking three of them. Damn, just Shawn Michaels like, fucking leave me alone. So Batista's getting some stuff on Umaga. Oh god, Viscera. The former... Oh, there goes Snitsky. Oh shit. Oh shit. And Mr. Teddy gets Shawn. What does Misty do? Shawn's running for hell in high water. He's so pissed at Snitsty, but Snitsty didn't take him out. Shawn Michaels did. I guess he can't. The reason is he can't get the Shawn Michaels. Pushes Snitsty back, and Shawn's like, "Hello." Oh, there he goes. But yeah, I was going to say, Viscera. He was, oh, what was his name before? How the hell do I not remember his name from before? From, Mabel. Mabel, Teen of the Ring. He won the Teen of the Ring 1 point. Mabel. Part of, Men on a Mission or something with Bo and Mabel. But now he's back as a villain, Big Daddy V, Viscera. I don't think he lasted too long because he was pretty big. People would get hurt. Oh, I forgot. This was around the time where Hornswoggle was found to be Vince McMahon's son. They did that angle. There's Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. Yeah, I forgot about the whole Hornswoggle DNA test. It's his son. Oh my god. But I said the Royal Rumbles are pretty fun to watch. They're pretty fast paced. You get a lot of people involved, so your eyes always wandering around like, pay attention to this person, this person, this person. Who's next? That kind of audience participation. Chavo Guerrero. Yeah, CM Punk definitely has a lot of moments. I mean, like whether getting hit by Mark Henry and Viscera and all this other stuff. There goes Kane. Definitely getting the audience to hate Kane. I mean, they already did before, but. And Batista just seems gassed and tired already. That's the thing with Batista. Well, I do like him. There you go. Finally gets something to do. And Mick Foley's like, stop having this guy sit on my face. Yeah, throw him, please. Throw Hornswoggle. Throw him. And there's Finley. They should have had him throw. So technically, Hornswoggle never lost, right? Hornswoggle was not thrown all over the top rope. Even the announcer's like, well, he didn't go over the top rope, so. Finley's been disqualified. I didn't know there was disqualification notices in a Royal Rumble. I thought you could do anything you want. Is there such a thing as... Oh, is it this like you're supposed to be Finley and like no one comes out because Finley got DQ'd? I'm sure the audience are going, what the fuck happened? They're just confused. How come no one came out? Oh no, it's Elijah Burke, okay. So I guess they just... Okay, they just said he was disqualified, so we went to number 28. That's actually smart. Who the fuck is Elijah Burke, though? Yeah, like I said, CM Punk's doing a lot of moments here. This is definitely making a mark. Oh, and Chavo gets CM Punk. Which will lead to the, I guess, the Money in the Bank match where he'll win. So that's probably lead to Batista and Umaga, that whole bit there we saw where Batista's neck got hit. Triple H. The crowd was pumped for it, I will say. It's time to play the game, and my promos sound the same. Time to get your preparation H out. Here comes Nipple H. Triple H. There goes Cody Rhodes. Sorry. Goodbye. You're going to get buried. And now it's time for him to... I've never been a Triple H fan. I'm sorry. I've never been a Triple H fan. Never been a fan. Does the same knee thing. Yeah, the cameras are going. Mick Foley and Triple H. History between these two. Two of the Attitude Era. I mean, he's taken, what, 4 people out so far? Those two, Cody Rhodes, Viscera. Fuck, he's taken like 4 people out so far. Helps being husband to the fucking owner's daughter. Shit. Son of a bitch. Where the fuck is Batista? I think that's why Batista, like, people are like, oh shit. Pedigree. Like, where, like, that's the thing, like, people look at Batista and go, where the fuck is he? Where did he disappear to? Why is he on the ground or still? Where the fuck is he? And the crowd definitely were pumped for this. I don't know if this is on the list of like the big surprise Royal Rumble returns. This is when people were actually excited for John Cena. Not the John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. Because they fucking drove John Cena down people's throats for so many fucking years that people like me left. Because I'm not. John Cena and Triple H being the top guys? Nah, I'm good. Not for me. Although I swear I heard boos just there. Maybe then people realize, oh my god, he's the guy who's going to win it. Look at that. 2 in a row. 3 in a row. Jesus. Then after the day, like I mentioned, like Randy Orton, I think won. So neither of these, or something like that. I can't remember. Spine Buster. Yeah, where the fuck is Batista? Why is he still not in the ring? Holy shit. Batista. Ah, that's why. There's Mr. Kennedy. There you go. There's Umaga. I. There we go. Because they were together, Batista and Triple H, with Ric Flair and other people for a while at least. Part of what, Evolution? Batista, Triple H, and Cena. Crowd definitely liked this final 3. I think each one get their moments to do stuff. I vaguely remember that. You can't see like the, I heard some boos. And people pop for this, I remember. Because I might have seen this before. I think people wanted Triple H to win. I mean, I see a lot of people popping for Cena, but then I swear I hear like a lot of boos, so I don't know what the deal is. Double clothesline, very nice. Batista gets tired pretty easily, but he did do some nice power moves. Spine Buster, very nice. There's the pedigree. Oh, there you go. Ooh, nice. Really good Spine Buster. Giving Batista some offense before he's going to be leaving for the night. Nope, there you go. Oh, there you go. I'm trying to think if Triple H had won a Royal Rumble by this point. I know he's won some since, but I don't remember if he won one at this point. That's the thing though. Like when the guy's like number 30, and he's a lot. It's like okay, it just isn't as impressive as the guy who was at number 5 or number 4, number 6, and he lasted that long. It's like, well, you're the fresh guy out. You're number 30, so it just they do that a lot. It's the number 30 guy or 29 guy, and he's the guy. So you have Vince McMahon's wet dream, John Cena, and Vince McMahon's son-in-law, Triple H. I think more people are in the Triple H than John Cena in the crowd between these two. This is where I usually just because I think I did watch some of these when I bought the Royal Rumble box set. See, they're yelling "yay" when Triple H hits him. See, some of them are booing John Cena at this point. You're hearing. Triple H won the 2016 Royal Rumble, and I think he won. What was the other year he won? Can't remember. So I did, yeah, I guess he only won twice. Okay, for some reason, it felt like he won more, but I guess not. So see, it shows how little I know about this era. Again, it's like we got 3 minutes left. I'll let it play. I'm not even going to listen to it. Just that was kind of the thing with me at this point of wrestling. I'm like the last two remaining guys are Triple H and John Cena. Triple H I never liked even to the days of Hunter Hearst Helmsley and throughout the years of DX and all that stuff. Never cared for his promos, never cared for his wrestling. I find a lot of his matches fairly boring. John Cena, it just streams fake and phony persona, fake and phony promos. His wrestling, I don't know, just not a fan. I didn't know a lot of people like Bret Hart and Jim Cornette and Ric Flair. The big ups always cite John Cena. I don't know why. Each their own. Whether him doing his Super Cena stuff or at times barely selling for when he fucking needs to, is like whenever he feels like it or whatever the hell. I just don't think he's as great as people make him out to be. That's just me though. He can't act, especially in movies. His finishing move is lame as hell. It's a fireman carry slam. And there he goes. There he goes. John Cena. He returned. He won. Given the golden ticket. And there you go. Bravo to you, sir. Aren't you special? Bra fucking oh. And don't salute. You're not in the fucking military. You're not a fucking Marine. Stop saluting. So I mean, this was still a fun Royal. Like I said, I like the Royal Rumble match. I love the concept. You got Undertaker, you got Shawn Michaels, you got Batista, you got Mick Foley, you got a young CM Punk, you got young Cody Rhodes. Yeah, people like, oh yeah, I remember like Carlito and Snitsky. Roddy Piper made an appearance. Sally, I mean, he was in the best shape, but it is what it is. Mark Henry in there. I mean, not a fan of John Cena. John Cena Triple H being the end, kind of like, really? I think that's one of the reasons I don't really rewatch is because of that. But a lot of familiar faces, a lot of fun spots. Spots between Taker and Shawn. Batista doing some nice spine busters and tackles. CM Punk got some moves in there. So I mean, I could do without Jimmy Snuka being in there. I could do with a lot of other without a lot of other stuff. But overall, yeah, I liked it. It's still a fun one. So with that said, thanks for watching. Thanks once again, Shawn, and we'll see you later.